You know, it just, by the way, your scream, I don't even understand how that comes out of you. I really don't understand. Just your singing voice and your growl is just insane.
Well,
So
that's crazy is like, so right when I had finished kind of the final like background vocals, and I went up to Jake's to work on the string section for Sorry for the choruses. And while we did that, we're like, well, we have 2 days of extra time. Let's just write more music. And so we have some stuff that after this record's done, we have, something to start us off with. But we were like, well, we already have like 8 or 9 songs that are in the pipeline for the next album or the next batch of singles that are very strong. We're like, well, let's just go straight metal. Like, let's bring a ton of metal in, because we love metal, all of us do, and we just want to see how far we can stretch it.
and Jake was like,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and we're like, so let's turn like each of these metal songs, like let's do like way more screaming. Maybe we can bring out some more dynamics and see how like wide we can take this. I had one session with one of Jake's buddies. His name is David.
David Wu. Shout out David
awesome.
Wu, Riff Shop
Yeah,
on
the
YouTube.
Riff Shop. He has a Scream Academy, and he did like a 1-hour session with me. None of it made sense at first. I had no idea what I was doing. Let's meet with David. Let's see if he can, take me over the edge. And none of it made sense, and I couldn't get it on the first try. But he said one piece of advice that really stuck with me, and that is, and anatomically speak, imagine your vocal cords. Know what it feels like to push them and keep them together while still pushing air through it, and then you can start from there to vary it and like find your voice. But it took me like. After that, I kind of just set it on the shelf and was like, well, I'll revisit this in a few weeks. And then like one day it just naturally clicked. And I was like, okay, now I know how. But it,
whatever.
Now he's a beast. Now he's
Whatever.
like seriously, it was weird. It just one day I felt the sensation of like slamming your vocal cords together and pushing air through. And it was at that moment I'm like, oh, now I can do it anytime, all the time. But until then, I couldn't get it consistently. But that piece of advice changed everything for me.
Oh.
Whatever.